How's it going, everyone? We are here for our first battle of the week for the top 8 of playoffs from LGA. We have our Season 1 champion, Beni, versus Gerg. Joining me is Pierini.
Hi, everyone.
So we have a pretty interesting match here. Two really good coaches having a phenomenal season. Beni was the first seed on the Valor division. Gerg was the third seed on Verity, which was Pierini's division, if I recall correctly.
Yes. I don't think I played against him, but yes.
So do you want to talk about one of the teams, and I'll talk about the other? You can choose.
Okay, I can talk about Gerg then. It has an interesting team, really strong. I'm just seeing now what he left behind.
No Gliscor, which is interesting.
All right, yes, but I think it makes sense.
You brought Weezing instead of
Yes.
Gliscor, which is fair.
In terms of physical attackers on the team of Beni, Gliscor doesn't help against anyone, I think.
Yeah, it can probably take on Ogrepon a bit, not too well.
Yeah, but maybe Kujal is neutral. It can treat a lot.
Weezing is a better check to
yes.
Ogrepon.
Even against Threads, since it has Ice Spinner.
Yeah. Yes. And Incineroar is there for Benny's Shiu, which didn't come, which we were talking about.
Right, I didn't see it, yes.
We were talking about it previously before the start of the stream. No Chiyu, no Muck as well, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So Benny bought Ditto, which is check to...
Chiyu for me is crazy, to be honest. She used to look so good here, but yes.
The leaders of the team, if you will, Valiant and Dragapult start the match, which is interesting. So Valiant
we can see already some sets, maybe.
Yeah, probably a more breaker Valiant, since it's the lead.
Maybe like 4, or it could be choice banned here. I don't think it was.
Yeah, it could be banned, but it's always a risk. Benny decides it's 39%, which is respectable damage on Clefairy.
Let me see the call here.
I just noticed Gerg does not have removal. So if Clefable has rocks or Threads has rocks, they're gonna stay up the whole game.
Yeah.
Which could end up mattering a bit.
I think he didn't add it because he doesn't suffer a lot from rocks. I think Incineroar has heavy duty boots, so the rest of the team doesn't suffer a lot from rocks here.
Yeah, it's just chip. Maybe could be good chip for Dragapult though to clean up.
Yeah, right.
Potential specs Dragapult or.
Yeah, and he just use the rocks here. Yeah. It's just a good play.
I believe in Bowling doesn't get default, right? I may be fumbling a bit, but I don't think it gets. Flip turn.
Let me check. I don't think so, but he can have default. Let me check.
So Raging Bolt in a phenomenal position against Rotom. Probably the Iron Threads will be the switch into Raging Bolt.
I think it's obvious here. Yes.
There we go, Iron Threads.
Okay, Sunny Day Weather Ball. It's cooking. It's good. I think it's gonna be Weather Ball here.
So would he be like Shuka to avoid an EQ? Or something like that? Because Sunny Day is really good on Raging Bolt.
Expert Belt, maybe? Could be here.
The thing is, he should take an Earthquake, right? To make this play, he should...
Yes, he should be full HP, full special attack, maybe. The speed here is not important for him, so he must be full HP.
And Threads may not be like fully offensive like a Trace Bandit said because Weezing is there.
Exactly.
But pressure on Benny's side right now.
Yes, and I expect this Weather Ball, but just a Draco here is good. I don't think Lefable wants to risk.
Yeah, but I think a weather ball is free as well. It's pretty free as well.
Yes, only entry is Autumn, but he can then Draco Meteor. I think he's going to be well here.
Yeah, it's a hard position for Beni to make a call, because it can really put a
he can just attack and sack the threads and put
yeah, because Dragon Bolt. And there's the weather ball. Oh my god, that's so much.
Yeah. That's it. I wouldn't do this switch, to be honest. I think I'll just stay on threads and attack with Earthquake. He has rocks. If Bolt dies, I think the job is done. It's basically that.
This is a lot. Is this banded?
I think he's banded. Let me check.
Is it? It might be choice band Dragon Ball, because this did a lot to Napoleon. Maybe. Yeah, it's probably banded.
Yeah, it's banded. It's
banded. Banded Dragon Balls. Wow. Interesting.
And I think that Valiant is Scarf.
It could be, because he stayed in on Valiant turn 1, on Dragon Ball turn 1.
Yes,
so
I think it's Scarf.
Yeah, it could be Scarf. Ogrepon is here.
It makes sense since he has a Ditto.
Yeah. Spikes, which is completely fair. Like we said, Gerg is gonna suffer a bit with hazards.
Yeah, it's really a good player.
Here comes Ditto.
Nice.
So he can scout Weezing's moveset with this play, which is really... And he doesn't risk the fire move with Tread, so it's a really good play.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's not neutralizing as Weezing, so it's gonna be limited for Treads. So maybe if it has Toxic Spikes and Beni can set up Toxic Spikes, it's gonna be really, really good for him. Because it will wear down the Raging Bolt, it will wear down the Incineroar if it isn't Boots.
Yeah, as a stack here is just great. You can do nothing against it.
And
it's the thing, Raging Bolt will have no recovery, so it can't be always...
It could have rest. Could be a rest set.
Yes, but with Sunny Day and Weather Ball, he's missing moves. I don't think he can do that.
Yeah, Volt Switch is pretty free here, no ground type on the opposing side, so probably going back to...
Maybe Dragon Bolt or Ogrepon here?
Or even Ditto, to be honest. Could just go back to Ditto.
But maybe Ditto here is just...
To scout the moveset, the complete moveset.
Oh yes, but he's a free roost. Maybe just good to go to Ogrepon and attack here. He has to switch out, he can't stay.
Or set up another layer of spikes, because Weezing is there.
Yes, exactly. He can stay here.
Honestly, Empoleon is in range of Dragon Darts, which is funny.
Right. I think that was a high roll.
Yeah, it was probably a high roll. Here comes Ogrepon on the flip turn.
That makes sense.
Incineroar.
Maybe just U-turns. Oh, Defiant, right?
Yep.
He has Stomping Tantrum, but or be great, but I don't think it...
The most damage you would do it's probably with Superpower, but I can see it bringing Superpower.
But I think it's just U-turn here.
Yeah, U-turn is safe.
It's a safe play, yes.
Because it's boots Incineroar, which is fair. Probably Spadef set for you.
Right. And Dragapult is physical, so Incineroar doesn't do nothing.
So we're gonna see probably Gerg deciding what to do. Maybe a parting shot or a...
Yes, parting shot is great here.
Or a knockoff.
Oh, no. Okay. Makes sense. It makes... It was a bit risky, but makes sense.
Yeah, because it was an obvious U-turn on Beni, so he decided to take off the boots from...
Yeah, makes sense. Now he can't enter free.
It's a huge momentum play for Beni this turn.
Yes.
For late game, this play
And the
matters.
thing is that Ogre has a great speed against his team. He has to go Boulder or Valiant.
Or Valiant, yes. Would this have synthesis? Like Spike's knockoff synthesis and Ivy Cudgel, maybe?
It could be. But I don't know. I mean, maybe U-turn is... He wants a bit of momentum. I guess it's Ivy Cudgel U-turn. Makes sense.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I don't see a room for clicking synthesis.
Oh, and another thing, this could be Ogre Scarf with spikes.
Sure. Yes, could be a bluff.
And it would be great here against Boulder. It would be really great.
Yeah, because this Ogre Pawn cannot Terra. It's a... No
I
one
know
can
that
Terra.
it will be something that I will do. Just spikes and scarf. It works.
I've seen Scarf teleport to bluff the choice Scarf.
Yeah, it
so
just works. I've used scarf protect on Shield, so it works.
It's a huge bluff sometimes, and it usually pay off because nobody even considers the fact that it's a choice Scarf.
Yeah, yes, on my case I use a sub. Yes, I had sub on Shiyu with scarf, and in one because of that. Because he didn't think that I was scarf and I just killed him.
Gerg is probably thinking a lot because this play kind of set him back a bit. Because
Yeah, and the thing, he needs to go maybe Weezing, just a counter, or he
I would
needs
go
to go Valiant.
I would go
I think Valiant is safe. I guess he's Valiant Scarf, he's just safe. He
Yeah,
can
Moon-
go Valiant and Scarf, and U-turn. If he does it.
you can go Valiant and click Moonblast because
Alright, yes.
Clefable doesn't take 2. The switching would be Treads, but there's Weezing. There's always Weezing. Treads may have Volt Switch, but I would go Valiant. Yeah, I would go Valiant here. I don't see. Maybe he's looking to see if it's time for Boulder, but I think it's pretty soon. It's pretty early for Boulder. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
the thing is Boulder is too healthy for now. I'm taking a call, just one sec.
So a pretty long turn here, but yeah, this knockoff was huge for the hazard stacking game Beni is playing. Here's the Iron Bowler taking a lot of damage. It's not booster energy, which is interesting. So we'll see what Mighty Cleave is also pretty good here. I know the Treads may be a switching, but Boulder gets access to Earthquake and close combat. So we'll see what happens. I don't see. I would probably just sack the... I could see a sack from the Ogre Pawn just to prevent Boulder from just clicking Sword Sense, because Boulder is a mon which Gerg is used a lot as a setup sweeper, and it can pretty much snowball an entire team.
Sorry, I had to take an important call. I'm back.
No problem. Boulder came in, but it's not booster energy, so it's interesting. I was saying Gerg is been using Boulder a lot as a setup late game sweeper.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think Clefable is low enough for that to happen, because he could probably be unaware.
Yes, I don't think it will bring it here.
But a Manic Leaf is a good play here.
The thing is, I'm just thinking that this Ogre Pony is Scarf. I don't know why. And if it's Scarf, it's great. It's just a knockoff.
It could be Scarf. If it is Scarf, it's a knockout. If it is Choice Scarf, this is a knockout. A plus one, even with Colbert, a plus one, it could be a knockout. Might be disrespecting Boulder's bulk, but I think
no knockoff is effective. I guess it just kills him. But yeah, taking their time here.
Yeah,
maybe Beni is just thinking on what to do. I guess he's not Scarf. Otherwise, just
if Beni was Scarf, you would just click knockoff here.
Yeah.
Even if Boulder was Scarf, because if Boulder was Scarf, then it's a free switch into Treads or Bolt or something else.
Yeah. I guess it is.
But
he's actually a rough place because Boulder is really scary here.
Yeah, this game is in a point where all plays have to be like very well thought, because the Gerg is behind on the hazard because of the hazards, simply because of the hazards.
Yeah, the thing is, his team is so scary that he can turn the game around easily.
Yeah, because Benny's team doesn't have enough recovery to withstand.
Yeah, that's the point. And Clefable is already a bit low. She can't enter here. If he enters, it's just
Clefable needs a free switching.
Exactly. Yes.
Clefable needs a free switching. Maybe to Empoleon, which most times the non-carry.
On Empoleon or maybe Incineroar as well.
Yeah, because Empoleon normally doesn't carry the steel move, and he may have Flash Cannon, but I don't think it's.
This game you can have it because of Clefable.
Just because of Clefable.
And works against Dragapult. He's neutral.
Yeah.
Since it resists water. At the same time, you can use Ice Beam.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about Ice Beam as well. We were talking about the potential sets of the we were talking about Clefable, which being it could be setup, could be like a more defensive Cosmic Power set, it could be like simply Life Orb, but a Rocks set is interesting just because the Treads is probably a Assault Vest to deal with Raging Bolt. Which it's completely fair. It's completely fair.
Yeah.
I think Clefable is a pretty versatile one. It could do it.
It makes sense. Rocks here. He has no removal.
The removal was Komala, if I recall, and the CGY.
And Komala is not that great here, I guess. So
no slander on Komala, please.
Oh, please again.
Oh, this. He just said the Ditto is gone. It's a close combat. I don't think it's revealing of an item because Ditto doesn't have HP. Doesn't have a lot of HP.
But he copies the defense as well, or just
he copies all the stats but the HP. The HP is still it's still the Ditto HP, which is base 48 or something like that, which is not great.
Exactly.
So this is a pretty free Dragon Bolt for a U-turn, in my opinion, because because if Boulder is Scarf, it's locked in CC. It doesn't.
It's just free. It's just free.
If he has and Dragon Bolt being banded, U-turn is super free. Here he goes.
Yeah, makes sense. Just
sometimes I get the plays right. Sometimes.
Yeah, it was obvious that I don't think there was a point in going at.
Who takes the U-turn though? Weezing probably, but then it's a free Iron Threat.
Weezing.
Empoleon is a free Rotom, so it's a rough side for Gerg as well.
What he can do is just go with Incineroar, sack it. With rocks, he must die, so just sack it and gain the momentum. Since Incineroar is not that great here.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, and here comes the Incineroar. It's clear body. Oh, Venom Force.
Okay, this is a problem. Maybe can.
It doesn't kill. Oh my.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Boss
predicting.
was really risky here.
Maybe
I think
predicting
play was-
over predicting the Iron Valiant. This
Yeah.
shifted the momentum completely. I think.
I think the play was always U-turn here. Even if it went for Valiant, he had the momentum. He could react to that.
The thing is, I'm thinking potential moves on Dragapult. He has Darts, Phantom Force, U-turn. I don't see other two moves to not have U-turn. I'm trying to figure it out, but
I think he
It should have U-turn.
There's no point in not bringing U-turn here.
Because Pult doesn't have stealing this game.
Yes. There's no point in not bringing it.
It's
And this turns the game completed.
this
Gerg is dominating the game now.
Yeah.
Dragapult was the threat on this team.
yeah. Valiant gains a lot more freedom to just come in and spam Moonblast, even with threads. Honestly, it could probably just spam Aura Sphere at this point.
Yes, it could be maybe mix as well with CC.
Yeah, with CC.
Yes, but must be Aerosphere.
Yeah, even with Muck on the other side, it probably has like Psyshock or Zenadbot for Muck. Let's see it.
Let me just check here.
The Incineroar, one thing is certain, Incineroar will not come back to the game. Either it dies here or it dies through hazards.
It's just a sack now.
It's just a sec.
I think Beni is thinking a lot because of that, because he's a sack and he doesn't want to stay on something that he just counters and loses the momentum again.
Yeah, Rotom
Rotom.
can just click Volt Switch, to be honest. No need to risk anything else. Oh, Hydro Pump. Oh my.
But makes sense. He wants to stay on Rotom here.
Yeah.
And now maybe just Bolt Switch. Yeah. I guess the entry is Threads, and now he just can just Earthquake.
I think it might be in range of Earthquake now. I don't know the set of Raging Ball. We didn't see the item yet. Could be Shuka. If it's Shuka, it's a great prep. If it's a Shuka berry set.
There's a high chance that he's Shuka. He
Because
has
now
no leftover, he has no life
boots?
or nothing, no boots. I think he is Shuka. He's just a counter. And it makes sense. Threads this game is not that good. He's just an entry to himself.
it is good. Super effective is important. Super effective is Boulder and Incineroar.
Yeah, but
and
Boulder is faster, SEC.
Yeah, the thing is, it's the things that are slower can tank one hit and KO back.
Yeah,
While
exactly,
the faster things,
just kill him. It is the problem.
maybe not the Valiant within Assault Vest. If it's
But could be Valiant, not this
There's a
game.
Shuka.
Yeah,
This is
that
a
makes sense.
Does the Weather Ball kill? It does.
Hey, no.
And that's a lot of damage.
Maybe it's not AV as well.
I'm curious. I'm gonna check if it's like. I'm gonna check the damage on this one. Raging Bolt is doing a lot of work in this game.
Well,
it probably isn't Assault Vest. Or if it's just max HP Assault Vest, it always kills them. So,
yes, this was not Assault Vest. Assault Vest wouldn't.
It could be just max HP. With
Oh
Assault
yeah, right. Maybe
Vest.
that.
Just max
yeah.
HP.
No, but even max HP. Oh, but not careful. Let me take the careful. Yeah, kills. Because which, yes.
This might be a Valiant game now because Valiant may run away with the game right now.
Valiant just
Even
just
Golden.
Moonblast here.
Even bolder.
Yeah, Moonblast here.
Olimar might be Choice Scarf now again.
Yeah, but if he's Scarf, why not staying on the last play?
Probably fearing choice scarf from Boulder as well. Ogre was never the win con if it was choice. Oh, it's synthesis. It's not scarf. Okay.
Okay, synthesis and heavy cuts. Okay, has no U-turn. So, okay. He can't break Weezing. Weezing just sludge bombs again. Weezing is great here actually.
Yeah, Weezing just
even against Clefable is great.
He's probably just stalling the sun turns for Autumn to come in. There's a knockoff, Rocky Helmet. Down goes Ogapon.
This game is over, to be honest. There is no chance.
Hydro Pump is always the play here to kill Weezing.
Yeah.
The thing is, neither Boulder or Valiant kill Rotom.
Oh, right.
With one hit.
I think he has too many sacks. He can just sack, go Boulder attack, sack it, and then goes Valiant and ends the game. That's the problem.
Even then, it's probably not. It depends a lot on the Rotom set, but it's still not over. It looks more over than it is. Because depending on the Rotom, it could be like a citrus berry. Imagine Boulder just does like 50% and then Rotom has a citrus and Valiant doesn't kill after it. A lot can happen. If he has Thunderbolt or Thunderwave Paralysis become also a scenario, it's...
yeah.
The yellow magic on Pokemon is...
This could be Scarf Autumn. Actually, we don't know. He has no leftovers, so...
If it's Scarf Rotom...
This could be Scarf.
I think it's
and the game is great for him right now.
But I think if it's Choice Scarf, I think it's worse for Beni. Actually, Important doesn't touch Rotom. So yeah.
Yeah, he can just... Yeah, and the thing, he can always switch. He can go now Hydro Pump. And
the thing is, he could just sack Weezing. And then if it's Scarf... Oh, Weezing tanks. Now... Weezing tanking this hit is really, really important.
Yeah. This chip is great for him.
Yeah, because Rotom now doesn't take both hits from Valiant and Boulder. I think this might be game for Gerg. I don't know if it was a roll or not. Probably find out later.
It's not Scarf.
It's not choice. In comes Clefable.
Yeah, and Boulder maybe.
Is it banded? Is it a choice band Boulder? It's not, right?
It could be.
Mighty Cleave? Oh my god. We don't find out if it's banded or not.
Yeah, the crit.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see it now if it's locked down or not.
Yeah, we're not doing all the calcs all the time, but Mighty Cleave does 40% to a physically defensive Rotom. If it's just max HP, it can two-shot. This is banded.
Damn. Yeah, but now it's over.
But it's either banded or Rotom is like...
It could be Rotom offensive.
But it's a Valiant game right now. Valiant just click the button. Pretty stressful game because a lot of back and forth.
That Dragapult was a throw, basically. He won him the game.
I could see the play. Overpredicts might be.
I think was a bit risky.
Yeah, it was risky.
I'm just assuming that he has U-turn. He could.
Yeah, he could not have. We're probably finding out, but yeah, U-turn. That's what I said because U-turn is always a fit because Dragapult I don't think has a lot of physical moves to come in, but an amazing season for both coaches regardless. Congratulations.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a really
Played
good game.
well. Yeah,
Really good
played
game.
well.
So the Gerg continues on the grind this season, heading into top 4. No other games were played so far, so we don't know the opponent. It's gonna be either Horvax or Macmillans, which was season 4 or 5 World Champion, I think.
Macmillions, yeah, I think he won something. And Corvax is a great player as well.
Yeah, Horvax is having a phenomenal season. The Macmillan's one, I was trying to remember what season it was. I think it was 4. I think it was season 4, but I'm not sure.
Corvax is more of a newbie on drafts, but not on Pokemon. He's a really great player. So it makes sense that he's doing this well.
Okay, so we are just having confirmation that there is no interview with the players due to time constraints. So, and it's an option. It's not mandatory. It's fully
No problem,
understandable. Yeah. So, Iron Valiant, Raging Bolt, Boulder, this
team
Paradox team moves on. Shout out to Beni for another successful season, one of the OGs of LGA and the season 1 champion. Congratulations to Gerg for on the great game played, and by moving on to the next round, I think we can wrap it up, unless you want to say something.
No, I think we said everything.
So with that said, we are gonna have the second stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. BST. So it's gonna be the game between it's between Stormbound and Orange. So be on the lookout for that. And we're wrapping up for today. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.